Now we're heading back up the elevator, so now we can chase after Nascour and fight him, of course, and a few other things that we need to do beforehand and can do, including going into this door, which we didn't last episode, which has a PC and what I want to call is another PC, a healing station. It's too bad we can't heal from the side. That would be kind of funny. Okay, that's that then. My Pokemon are all nursed back to perfect health and readiness. Now we can go full tilt against you in a battle. Haha! Were you waiting for us this whole time, Chaser Rugen, or were you just ready for any fight? I'm not going to question it. And yet another Jirachi. 3 trainers in Willow Tower, possibly 4, have had Jirachis. Just like, I thought they were supposed to be legendaries, but they ain't. You know what, I'm not gonna complain because hopefully we should be able to wipe it out pretty nicely. We're gonna use a Bone Rush, assuming it doesn't have Levitate. I don't think it does. And you know what, let's just Roll Kick against Vaporeon. Or Rolling Kick, I don't know why it's read it as Roll Kick. Half health? That ain't too shabby, good job, Rob. And okay, it does not have a Levitate, and that does big money against it, and it's super effective. I did not know that it was super effective, or Ground wasn't super. I didn't realize that Ground was super effective against Steel. I mean, assuming it's not against the Psychic. I don't know why I thought it wasn't, but I think it's because it's Rock. Sometimes I get Rock and Ground moves mixed up there when it comes to what they're super effective against, what they're weak against. But either way, we're going to take care of this Vaporeon now. I feel like using Steel Wing. And Ice Beam, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but I'm curious to know how much damage it will do against it. Okay. Honestly, more than I thought it would. And I ain't complaining about it. Also, one thing I gotta find funny is, like, going back to the elevators. We go in first, and then Levin, or I think Rui is her default name, or whatever you want to call it. Goodbye, Ryder. Darn it, I don't like you. And then I think he just disappears. I think? He does. Bro, are you a Cypher? You still can't heal from that side. But anyways, so we go in first, and then she goes in second. So I would think that she would want to exit out first and then us after. But no, she just doesn't care. She's like, you know what? We're just gonna switch positions. But mind you, I'm pretty sure they do that so we don't get stuck in the elevator. Because she's kind of annoying to try to shove out of the way, and if it's close quarters, like it would be here on the stairs, yeah, we would be stuck. But okay, I'm gonna go on this side. Though I think this is the way, yeah, it's the way that Nascour went down, so whoop, okay. I thought it was the correct way. But at least we could just go to the other side. He's gone! What should we do, Almond? Oh, I know, how about the other way? Can we take the other elevator? Gee. Girl, did you not see? Like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna question it too much. Because this guy right here is waiting for us. I like how he's just wearing a vest and is open. At least I'm assuming it's a vest. It could just be another top that may be ripped off. But hello, Gonzap. Wow, long time no see, eh, Lament? You're not gonna break my heart and tell me you forgot my face, aren't you now? My face? It can't be Team Snag'em. I mean, yes, it is Team Snag. Can you tell from the way he was like, yo, what's up, Almond? You think you forget about me? You're the one that's done Snag machine. I'm here to steal it back. Or something along the lines of that. That's what I'm saying. You aren't the brainy one, Missy. Master Nascour's waiting for you upstairs, but you've got to deal with me first. We've got a little score to settle here. It's time you paid for wrecking our hideout and wiping out Team Snagging. Don't got any ideas of beating me. I mean, Concept, don't you have the idea of beating me? You and your lusciously eyebrows and mustache. I really want to draw this man, and I might just do that. I've actually been getting more into drawing again. I actually started drawing again a couple of months ago. Because I would draw a lot in high school, and I drew a little bit during 2019 to 2020. And then I just stopped. Don't know why I stopped, but you know what? We got a Feebas and a Abra. I think this time I'm actually going to switch out at least one of the Pokemon, and the other one should be fine. Rolling Kick. You know what? Let's just use Sky Attack against Abra. I just feel like it. So I feel kind of comfortable about going into these battles. Normally I would be a little bit nervous, especially at the very end, the last two bosses, which would be Nascour and another boss, which if you haven't played Colosseum, I'm not going to spoil it in case you want those spoilers, but like, they're about level 60, and until we get to them, most people that we're going to fight against the Pokemon are going to be in 45 levels to 50? Close to 60, but not quite, and then it jumps to level 60. I love how it just moves on its butt. It could just float, but it decides to just sit there, and it makes me so happy. I don't know why it does. It's just so cute. The Abras are just babies. And I love this guy's confidence in his baby Pokemon. I mean, they could potentially kick their butts, but unfortunately for them, goodbye Abra, that is not going to be the case. But he could still have legendaries. Thankfully it's just a Cypher, so I don't have to be as scared. Still a little bit. A Feebas knowing Earthquake. You know what? There's been more things that I've been questioned about. And too bad it didn't affect Cypher. Thankfully it doesn't affect Bob though. But we gotta get this Feebas out. Not because I'm scared about it, it's just because I want to just get it out of the way. Because knowing that it has Earthquakes, it's gonna go through all three. I'm just gonna use Sky Attack here again, so please man, dang it. It's gonna do more damage than the Earthquake. Poor man, this goes in here and gets confused, like, bro, please, just let us do our thing. Okay, maybe we'll just switch out. Maybe I'll switch it out to Ice Cube. I don't know why Ice Cube in particular. Ooh, you know what? I kinda feel like switching out to Bonbon. Cause Bonbon's my girl. Surprisingly, she is like a very hard hitter out of all our Pokemon. Like, of course, Man is a really good hitter. He's definitely my favorite one, I got to say. Like, I grew an attachment to Man pretty quickly here. The rest of them I also really love though too. Like, Ice Cube, he's sitting here in my heart, just saying. And Rob, he's also really hard hitting there too. But like, it's just kind of funny because you wouldn't think that a ghost type Pokemon would be a physical user. Mind you, it also makes sense because ghost type before I think Gen 4, definitely Gen 5, ghost types were just physical attackers, so I guess it makes sense, but still. When I think of ghosts, I think of like psychic or like supernatural, non-physical beings, but you know, it's just me. But also, hi Togetic, it's good to see you again. I think we fought at least 2 of them. And actually, Shadow Ball might be better against it. I'm not too sure. Well, we just gotta get this darn Feebas out. Poor man. I didn't even know what confused it. I don't know like what attack confused it. So I was just kind of looking around at Pokemon stuff like that. I didn't even pay attention to what move was used. Oh, just a tiny little sliver of EXP that we're getting. Ooh. The Sableye, the sassy little dancing thing, is the statue of Pokemon. I mean, I'll take that. I still find it really funny, the fact you just have an infinite wall glitch in Colosseum. I don't know if XD has the same kind of exploit or whatever you would want to call it. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a glitch. I just don't know exactly what to call it. And I don't know why hearing you say the glitch really just made me think of Wreck-It Ralph. I mean, I can understand why, because, you know, I don't remember her name, it's been a long time. The protagonist calling her a the glitch. The poor lady. She's just a princess. And, everybody's hating on her. She's just doing her own thing. Like, what a jerk Turbo. Bye, Togetic. It was good to see you, though, briefly. I don't know why I was surprised that that would be super effective against it. You got lots better. I mean, yes, I have, although I think he said he's grown a lot. What do you say, Almond? Why don't you join up to Team Snackum again? I like how he gives an option, but then he's like, yeah, no, I don't think I want you on the team. But thanks, Gonzap. I'm now going to heal up my Pokemon before we go up. Because there is going to be some showdowns, because now we've entered the Colosseum, despite it not really saying it's a Colosseum. Also, the one thing you can't really skip, which I think is kind of interesting. Because the other Colosseums, typically you can. Oh, that cinema right there. I love it. What kept you, Almond? I was worried perhaps Concept had beaten you. The time has come for you to pay off your some debt. We'll have some battles as payment towards the huge losses you inflicted on us. I expect to see spectacular battling out of you. After all, you are here to entertain. I mean, alright, dude. You do you. Get that to all your competitors. Starting with you, bodybuilder. A big crowd like this is a little intimidating. I don't want to be embarrassed here, so I'll battle to win. Do your best, bodybuilder Jomas. Do your best. Or Yomas. We don't know. We don't really know if that's like a or y'all or what it is. I'm assuming it's probably Jomas though. I don't know. Mike! I totally would absolutely use a Mike if he had found as a shadow Pokemon this whole time. Or before now. So yes, I changed it once again because I just want to use all the Pokemon. That's just something I started off with this, because I don't know about you guys, but in Pokemon games in general, I tend to get in the loop or habit of only using the 2 Pokemon instead of the whole party. So I figured, you know what, why not change it up just a little bit? Oh, I forgot that these trainers also have Shadow Pokemon. I'm so used to going into Colosseums and not having Shadow Pokemon. But goodbye, Whismer? Yeah, goodbye, Whismer. It was good to see you, but I'm also kind of sad that we didn't get to see you fight at all. But this is what I mean. The battles start off with level 45. And then they progressively scale within the same amount first. That we're just gonna call. I know that we're gonna use the Master Ball first. That would be absolutely hilarious if there was actually a chance for the Master Ball to miss. But I still am not taking the risk of something I know that absolutely not going to be a risk at all to make. But thank you for the free Starmie there. And thank you once again, Grandpa Egad, for the free Master Ball. What? That was not supposed to happen. I mean, alright. I really don't know what to expect. I hope that it wasn't embarrassing though. I hope that we still had a little bit of fun. Oh, hello! I keep forgetting what these trainers are. I am next. Hi, Ryder Dellen. Almost called to actually, no, I would have said it right. I was gonna say rider from a bike. Because it looks like it. I don't know why those pants just make me think of Ryder. So I think that was what riding pants would look like, but you know what? This is fine. So it's too bad we can't just switch in between. because we can't heal. It's just a battle to the finish. I'm also surprised that you started off with your shadow Pokemon. Most people would keep this as a haha moment. Now to use Ice Beam again. Oh, maybe. Oh no, Octu's okay. So I don't know why I thought we used Ice Beam beforehand, but that's what's really showing how Cyphers and Team Snaggle more like they're kind of sleazy. The fact that they won't let their people heal beforehand. But maybe it's just because it's us and they want to get rid of us. But maybe before we fight Nascour, we'll have a chance to heal. I don't think that's going to be the case though, but... Ooh, Ice Beam, one-shot in that Medicham! Ooh, girl, you are hitting hard there, my guy. I mean, hey, like, I ain't complaining. No, I don't know, Ice Ball, because I feel like using Ice Ball. I hope that it's still gonna one-shot this thing, though. It's going to be at level 47. But goodbye, Poliwhirl. Absolutely adorable. Politoed as well. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get to fight a Politoed. Oh my gosh, those guys just dancing in their back. I love them. It's like the rest of them are like waving. Oh, yeah, they like had a shimmy. I never really looked at the crowds before. And they don't even say anything, they just walk away. Oh, I just realized they're going to different elevators because this Cypher right here had a crystal over her elevator. You must be Almond. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Don't you think it would be a great honor to battle on this fabulous stage? I'm going to beat you and earn my promotion as admin. I mean, if you say so, Cypher Shulanella, I wish you the best of luck, but considering I fought 4 admins and wiped them out, I don't think you were gonna stand a chance. Although you have an adorable little Eevee. I kind of like it. I'm tripping over my words right now. I kind of like the way they look in this game. Like, they look slightly different. But, like, they don't look bad. I think it's because the nose or something like that, his snout is a little bit more flat. Nothing's wrong with that. Or maybe it's, like, the tough fur on his head or something like that. But I'm sorry, Eevee, my love, but we gotta shuffle you out after we get this kind of scan. Thank you for all the free Pokemon Nascour and Boss. Which we totally haven't met yet. Totally not. Still kind of surprised that they even have Shadow Pokemon up here. I get the last 2 bosses. A little Pichu, how adorable! But goodbye, Eevee. You and your adorable little self. Dog, it's kind of bad. Although it looks like it's kind of relaxed though, it looks like it kind of stretches out. Kind of like having a nap or something like that. At least that's how I like to think about it. Let's see how this Pichu will fall. I think it might just fall on his butt. Yeah, it just falls down on us, but I still feel bad, but... yeah, not as bad as some other Pokemon. Poor Mischievous. Poor Mischievous. But okay, so that leaves, I think, one more battle before Nascour. It's no good, I may be fired. You don't say that, you don't know that. And about the types of people think they're gonna get fired, but they don't give a dang what happened to them. I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. Oh, just wait, another Cypher. I think there's just 2 Cyphers up here. And I thought they hit a big hit for days, but they actually just had some bags on there. Like pouches or whatever. The last battler. I'll show you exactly what I've been chosen to anchor the squad. I mean, sure. That's what the other 3 said. So if you think that you can fight us with your beautiful Bagon, and Fairy, I guess I was just reading both names at once. Just be Milo Cube, or Ice Milo, or Milo Ice. Bagon being the Shadow Pokemon. Although that technically it's also a little bit vanilla, but not quite. Because I'm pretty sure the Salamass is a base game shadow Pokemon, if I recall. Let's not use Ice Beam against this thing now. I don't understand if it's somehow outspeeding the Pokeballs. Like, I know there's certain moves that will outspeed the Switch, but I don't really know what moves those are, just know they are. Usually, I don't really use them a lot. It feels like Quick Attack is one of them, but... Hi, Reggie Steel. Reggie versus Reggie. Oh my goodness. I wonder what type of Pokemon Reggie from previously was in Nintendo would be. You know what? Maybe we'll just use not Ice Beam, Hydro Pump against the Flareon and see how much damage Heat Wave does against it. So I don't think that Ice would be that effective against it. Mind you, maybe we'll switch back Poppy out so that we can use Ground type against it. Ooh, a little Jigglypuff! Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. Oh, Pokemon. Wait, did you just... Did Reggie still just hit... Beth? No, I'm not gonna question. I'm just gonna switch my Pokemon out. Poppy, your turn again, okay? Gotta get rid of this thing. Maybe it's just, I think it was Heat Wave that hit the Jigglypuff. I think that's what it is. Just for a second, my brain was like, why did Reggie steal this slap? The Jigglypuff. It's because it pounded to Reggie Steel after it missed. I mean, mind you, sometimes there are moves that would be better, like for the Pokemon, it's poison. I know that NPCs do sometimes, or they tend to actually, set up like that. So it could have just been one of those things where it's like, okay, Jigglypuff, you get poison because you're a better attack than poison. So that's not often, but it's kind of cool when it happens. It's just very neat seeing strategies that NPCs will come up with. Okay, so it is super effective. Okay, good to know. I mean, I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be super effective, considering Ground type is not super effective against Psychic. But still. Ooh, okay, yeah, Reggie Steel, I do feel bad for it too, because it just kind of seizes up. It looks like it got electrocuted. It's a poor thing, but thank you very much, Poppy. Thank you very much, Rob. And thank you very much, everybody. Because I think at this point everybody had to stand to the spotlight too. But goodbye, I didn't even read what you said as real. Just one of those days. I don't have a migraine this time, but my brain just tends to trip over words because I got processing disorder and stuff like that. But hello, Nascour. Bravo, bravo. Well done. Why not become a Cypher Showdown trainer? Or Showbattle, not Showdown. Would you even consider it? I'll vouch that you will become a top star in no time. I wouldn't have minded making that proposition, but I'm afraid I'm not that big-hearted. I will destroy you to battle right now. You will know what humiliation of total domination before this crowd. I mean, that's what everybody else thinks, Nascour. I don't think you're gonna stand a chance. At least I hope you won't stand a chance. And if I remember, if we somehow do get wiped out by Nascour, I believe we could just go back up and automatically fight him? Okay, bro, you have a goldfish. Not really goldfish, probably more. I think... Okay, are Goldines supposed to be like beta fish, or what it is supposed to be like? Ah! So we do get healed against Nascour. That's good to know. I think I'm just gonna switch up my menu because both of these are water type. Although I think I want to call it Amaranth all of a sudden. I'm pretty sure the one little guy is rock type. if I'm using Ice Beam. Let's see here. Amaranth, okay. That makes sense why what I call Amaranth. And I always forget that Nascour doesn't have a theme. And I don't know if that was supposed to be on purpose or if it's just something that just was bugged up in a file or something like that. Okay, I thought that was like a water going over. Actually, maybe it is water, but hello, Ekins, how are you? I'm still gonna use Ice Beam against you because you know what, I feel like it. Ice Beam is gonna do some good damage regardless. And I'm very, very curious to know what Pokemon is gonna be randomized. That would be kind of cool if it ended up being in Metacross. Because Metacross is his original, or it is the unrandomized Shadow Pokemon. But absolute adorable little Ditto. I love Dittos so much. Dittos are also another one of those Pokemon I would love to have like a plush or like a okay, Nascour, bro. You must really love Ditto. #1 Ditto fan right here. I didn't expect that. But anyway, okay, we're just gonna hopefully get rid of these Dittos. Ooh. It either has high special defense or it's actually a really strong Ditto. That must have had a high special defense. Considering the other one did not have technical damage. Okay, it's a Clamperl. So you must also like water type Pokemon. So Nascour hashtag #1 water type fan and hashtag #1 Ditto fan. I mean, I'll take it. So weird seeing a Ditto use something else that isn't a sorry, my brain is working. My brain isn't working apparently. It's weird not seeing it use transformation. But seeing that we're breezing through aside from is a hard-hitting Ditto. I just realized it said special defense. I meant to say it's like normal defense. His defense must be really high. It really is kind of eerie not having a theme in the background. I guess that's probably the point, at least. Hopefully that was the point. It wasn't something that some kind of bug in the file. And I know there was one video that somebody made that was a theme for Nascour. Okay, yeah, so it just had high defense but not high special defense. That poor Ditto. Goodbye, Ditto. Mind you, I was also kind of weird now hearing like the victory music. This isn't over, Almond. Come on, we shall battle. Don't embarrass yourself, Nascour. Sir, I beg your pardon. What's going on? Nascour apologizing? Is he supposed to be the boss? Ho 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 ho! What a surprise! No, Nascour not doing anything going off the Escade or Escade. My man, that certainly was a battle worth seeing. I must be honest with you. I never imagined I could get this far. Huh? Huh? I thought that was Escade there. After all this big deal, I mean, Ebbet, I shall rule the world. Why do you want to rule the world, Evis? Like, come on, dude. That would also be really funny if it ended up, instead of being Escade, it's actually like Isaiva, like an opposite name for it. Dude, I can probably punch you and you would fly off like a balloon. Why did it make you laugh so hard? So, is he technically psychic? Because I'm really sure certain psychic trainers can actually float up. Oh, Weevil! So cute! Oh, Weevil! That poor thing is gonna get destroyed though. Oh my goodness. Are you so weak floating that you're causing black here, dude? Well, thank you for healing my Pokemon though. I'm glad that they do because usually these battles would not be this laughable. But since it's centered randomizer, they just threw out different Pokemon that end up being weak against us. That poor Weedle, goodbye little guy. Kinda looks like a balloon with a hat on it, it's kinda cute. Oh, yo, you know what? It kinda makes me wonder if anybody's ever made a balloon art of a Weedle before. Don't remember what they're actually called, balloon puppets or whatever, when you make like a horse or a giraffe or a unicorn horn or something out of that. But as we're gonna switch you to for Poppy here so that we can use ground type against the poison type Pokemon. Don't mind me singing, sometimes singing like notes like that just help me remember what I'm trying to say. Super effective, but kind of a tank, you know? It tanked that move. But unfortunately for it is not going to last for that long. And is this gonna be against Smilo? Okay. Thankfully somebody is actually thinking like, hey, maybe we should use this move against somebody that we have super effective against moves against. It's just one of those things. Goodbye, Nidorino. It was good to see you there, little guy. Ooh, and now you got yourselves a Pinscher. But unfortunately, it's not gonna last that long, but goodbye, Medium. Okay, so, drumroll, what will be the last Shadow Pokemon? At least our main story, because we got post-story that we still got. A Quaily? Alright, okay. Not too bad of a Shadow Pokemon. Maybe I'll use this one in replacer to Ice Cube. But, mind you, I actually kind of love Ice Cube now. It's like, man, I just still want to be in the party. It's like, it's kind of a staple at this point. But also, we have our other Pokemon, or which would be, yeah, it would be Espeon. It's in the Pokemon Center. Yeah. But, well, technically it is in the Pokemon Center. I like how it actually prevents us from using them. It also prevents us from using the 2 balls at once, which kind of makes sense. Okay, now let's just figure out what I want to use. Maybe I'll just switch out a one, switch out. I don't know who switched Bonnie out. Sorry, Batman. I did one up too many. But at least we're gonna get this nice and easy. Man, I did not expect this to go so quickly. This is also why I really wanted to just jump right into the fight. Okay, why did you just pop like magnetize right to the center like that? Like, even the trainers change positions slightly. I don't know why they do that. It just makes no sense. But okay, Pinscher, we gotta take care of you, my love. I really like Pinsters. Low-key, if I were to start a challenge, which I actually do want to start a challenge for a Pokemon game, would you want to see a challenge of having one Pokemon for parties? Aside from maybe like the HM user, because for like Emerald, which is I'm actually going to at some point down the road do a challenge for that. Explode? Finally, a Pokemon that learned to explode. Yes, it was surprising, but at the same time, like both Pokemon that we fought against. Oh yes, it did not affect Bonnie. Pinscher, you did your best though. But I mean, to be fair to Pinscher, it's like, you know what? If I'm gonna go at my own terms. I like to imagine that it was Tim. No, not my ultimate Pokemon. Yes, your ultimate Pokemon, Evis. Hold. Stop where you are. There's no getting away this time. Oh. Cyphers have finished. I don't remember what voice I used during the Parduking here. Cyphers finished. The Shadow Pokemon class ends now. Well, I just feel like that's for Silva. Ruben, are you alright? Yeah, you got it, Pikachu.
Blast it! It won't end that way next time. I will ruin you next time. I promise you that.
like how it looks like he's just gonna get away from them. And then Ho comes along and like, you know what, fam? I don't think so. Which I actually love, because it means that Ho has been watching over us this whole time. Your plan, I think it just ended.
Right. How dare it! How dare you recruit these? You.
This is Cheryl's. I'm so sorry, Cheryl. I thought you were Evis still. Evis, you and your recruiters are now under arrest.
Oh.
What's that? Thanks, Ho-Oh. Thank you for taking that down. Is that the legendary Pokemon? It's Ho-Oh. It is. It really is Ho-Oh. Oh, really is a Ho-Oh. Okay, so there are multiple legendary Pokemon. Okay, that makes more sense. But it's still, like, why does everybody have a Jirachi in this game? Why can't I have a Jirachi? I'm sure you're keeping an eye on your heroics from the skies above. You're obviously earning support. Of course, it would so never allow criminals to get off scotch-free. Not that they're guilty of an outrage like the creatures are shadow Pokemon. Oh, how? So Homer was watching over us. Oh, and I guess it's finally over. We face a lot of challenges, but thanks to you, Almond, everything has been resolved. I mean, Lemon, you also gotta give yourself credit here, because, without you, we wouldn't be able to snag all these shadow Pokemon to be able to, you know, purify. We also never used the flute. Maybe we should use that on a Pokemon. Look at that. Ho-Oh, it's so close. So true, Queen. This is the first time we've seen one so close. Robin and Albert, the Ho-Oh is blessing for you. It's blessing you for your victory. Such a perfect outcome indeed. I like how they're not even paying attention to the person they're trying to arrest. He could just easily sneak away at this point. But thanks, Ho-Oh, for the victory lap around this guy. But there we go, Pokemon Colosseum Randomizer, all done, babies. And again, this episode went by so fast. The Shadow Pokemon Lab was much more harder than Evis's Colosseum, which I find kind of sad, but also really hilarious at the same time. But yeah, with that then, we shall leave it here, because there isn't really much up here. I'm also now going to speed this up. I don't think there is actually anything at the end, but I don't quite remember. So to 200 speed, actually ultimate speed, I may or may not be using, so I could do to ultimate speed, just in case there's a scene at the end. I don't quite remember. It's been a hot minute. But yeah, I think with that, then we shall leave it here. This is not the finale. It is for the main game, but now we have post-game that we're going to do. So, till then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Slap that subscribe button. See the link down in the comments down below. Do what you do, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.